All right, folks, and welcome back here to game number 2 here in round 1 of the Lady Varsity Softball playoffs here, coming to you from Chambers Academy in Lafayette, Alabama. The Lady Rebels won the first game in 5 innings. I think the final score was 12-2, correct, Sid?
Yes, I believe that's right.
Okay.
And there's an 8-run rule, I believe is what the deal is on softball for the ladies.
Okay. So the Lady Rebels are looking to take this game here so they don't have to come back tomorrow and play the rubber match tomorrow at 4 o'clock here. So right now we're going to flip it a little bit. The Lady Rebels are going to be the away team, and they're going to bat first here in the top of the first. So please bear with us as we will probably mess that up. I did in the boys game a couple of times. But we are about ready to get underway, and number 3, Carly Forbes, is going to lead off for the Lady Rebels.
That's number 22 pitching for Autauga, Riley Ward. And the shadows are still with us. Real long shadows reaching out to shortstop. The shortstop's still covering her eyes. Tough visibility right now.
Forbes takes that one for a ball. And folks, we're just getting underway here in the top of the first. This is game 2 of a 2-game matchup between the Lady Rebels from Chambers against the Lady Generals of Autauga. Rebels took the first game in a 2-game doubleheader here at Chambers Academy. Forbes pops that one foul. The lights are coming on here at the softball complex here at Chambers Academy.
It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And I think the lights are going to be very necessary in just a few minutes.
Ward delivers, and Forbes punches that one down the third baseline, but foul.
Had a real good cut at that ball. The Lady Rebels bats really came to life in that opening game.
2-2 delivery. Forbes takes that one high. Counts full. And the Rebel fans are really getting behind the girls out there this afternoon. Good crowd. Ford delivers the pitch. Forbes drives that one out into left.
Good play.
And Perry fights off the sun out there and left to gather that in for the first out.
Perry moved to center after being taken out of the pitching circle in game 1. Now she's moved over to left field and doing a really good job catching the ball. Quickly 1 out.
So now up to bat for the Lady Rebels, number 34, catcher Mackenzie Gillen. Mackenzie drives this one high.
Ball's hit well.
Looks like center field's got plenty of room out there to gather that one up. Hit a mile high.
Girls.
So quickly, 2 outs here in the top of the first for the Lady Rebels. And number 2, second base, Sophie Price is now up for the Lady Rebels.
Ball sailed high.
2 first batters for the Lady Rebels got a hold of the pitcher here and got good contact on the ball and drove him out into deep left and center field for the first 2 outs. Ball just looking for some grass out there.
2 well hit balls, just didn't get down. Still swinging the bat.
Yeah, in game 1, the Lady Rebels were very aggressive on the base paths out there for Coach Patterson and Coach Forbes. ladies out there taking good instructions in game one and capitalizing on some errors committed by the Lady Generals there in the first game. Price was way out in front of that one.
Good pitch, took something off of it. Had her out on the front foot.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. We're in game 2 here in the first round of the varsity softball playoffs. Price grounds that one out to second, and they could not handle it, so Price reaches on the air at second.
Good swings by all 3 batters. That ball was relatively sharply hit. Took a little hop and got over the second baseman's glove. She kept it in front of her, so it's only a single, or only a 1 base advance.
So now up to bat for the Lady Rebels is number 55, Foster. Foster takes that one high.
First 2 balls were hit really well.
Michaela got the W in game 1 pitching. Came out pitched strong for the Lady Rebels in game 1.
Well hit.
Drives this one into the gap in between right and center and up against the fence. And Foster's going to be at second for a double, and there's going to be nothing
Wow.
at the plate.
Good job.
Price hustles through third base and gets in for the first run of the evening for the Lady, first run of this game.
Very aggressive. You saw Coach Patterson. She was sending the runner as she turned second. Absolutely committed all the way.
And as in game
Pinch
1,
run.
number 20 Samantha Lovelace will pinch run for Foster out there at second.
Excellent start here. 2 out. Double. Drives in a run. And immediately with the sun going behind the trees on our side, we feel the temperature change. It's going to be a little cool here in a little while.
Yeah, it's going to get quite chilly once that sun gets behind those trees. Alfred takes a big cut at that and comes up with nothing.
Yeah, Brindley had a big cut at that ball. Fouled it off. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. 2 are out. Lady Rebels lead it 1-0, top of the first. Good pitch, took something off of it, struck her out.
So that's 3 outs for the Lady Rebels here in the top of the first, as they are the guest here in game 2. But not after they put 1 on the board on a big double from Foster to drive in Price.
I'm going to do a quick equipment adjustment here, and I will be back shortly.
All right, for the starters out in the field for the Lady Rebels at third, Patterson. Pitching again this game is Foster. First is O.G. Daughtry. Short is Alford. Second is Sophie Price. Out in the outfield will be Lee in left, Forbes in center, and Phillips in right.
We're ready.
And to lead off for the Lady Generals would be number 10, Josiah Perry. Perry's in left this game. She was the starting pitcher for game 1.
A little bit low with that first pitch.
Yeah, Coach Patterson and Coach Forbes have to keep an eye on Foster to make sure she's not showing signs of fatigue after pitching that first game.
Sharply hit.
And that's going to be down up against the bench. Phillips is digging it out of the corner and hits her relay. And Perry is in easily for a triple.
Good job there. Moving the ball in, hit the cutoff person. Made the play. That ball is really well hit. No chance in the outfield for that one.
Good hustle by the right fielder to get on it quickly. Heads up, coming this way. Claire Seaman drives the first pitch foul down the first base line. Good hard pitch by Foster there, just overpowered Seaman at the plate.
At least half the infield in the shadows now. Bright sun in left field and center.
The Lady Generals have something cooking early here in the bottom of the first with a runner on third with a big triple to lead off the bottom of the first by Perry. Seaman looking to knock her in.
Perry's a good athlete. We've seen her play well. This would be the third game we've actually seen her perform, and she's done well every game we've seen her.
Foster delivers, and she's going to hold the runner. And
good job right there.
Good hustle by Mackenzie Gillen to catch the soft runner going down first. Seaman was not hustling down first, and Foster held Perry at third. Threw it to Mackenzie. Mackenzie saw that Seaman wasn't hustling down first base and zipped it down to OG.
Beautiful execution. The pitcher caught a sharp line drive and, just as you said, froze the runner and makes a play at first.
Great. Great pitch from Foster on the first pitch to Harley Grantham, number 24.
The runner still stranded at third, which is really great defense.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. The Lady Generals are looking to drive Perry in at third.
2 balls and a strike. Only 1 out.
Delivers.
Base hit.
This is right up the center to Forbes, and it knocks in Perry for the first run here in game 2 for the Lady Generals.
Another sharply hit ball there. Clean base hit, drives in a run.
Now up for the Lady Generals, number 17, the catcher, that's Tiana Davis. She's got 1 out and a runner at first.
throwback. Oh, good stop at first base there. OG Daughtry made a really nice play. That throw down from the catcher was on her left side. Really nice play. Daughtry had to reach across her body to catch that ball. Another well hit ball.
Here in the bottom of the first.
I thought that ball was gone. I'll be honest with you. That ball did not carry. Maybe it's a cooler temperatures, but it was really well hit.
It hit the white stripe on top of the blue here at the softball field.
Another well hit ball. So 2 runs in, runner at third with 1 out.
A little bit low to number 22. That's the pitcher, Riley Ward.
Ward's a good athlete. I've seen her play well here in this first opening game. Big cut at it. She's safe.
Slides underneath the tag by Gillen.
Close play at the plate. Fisher caller safe, got under the throw.
Yeah, and that was the closest play for third on that one, to go home, see if she could catch the runner.
Well, you had a chance to cut down that lead runner and save a run. So I think it was a wise decision. Just didn't get the runner.
So now the Lady Generals are up 3-1 here in the bottom of the first with 1 out, and they are going to pitch run.
Really hot start here by the Autauga Generals, the Lady Generals. They have come out swinging the bat.
Yes, they have. Number 00 Lindsey Bergen is going to check in to pinch run for the Lady Generals. I think we're up to number 12, Zeta Reese. Squares up to bunt.
Foul tip.
Tips off the bat, smashes into the catcher's leg, and knocks the shin pad off.
Yeah, it's a good thing that caught the top of that leg protector there. That would have been a tough one to catch in the thigh.
So the Lady Generals are mimicking what the Rebels did in game 1, kind of jump out early in the first, get the momentum in the game. So the Rebels only have 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Another foul ball on the bunt attempt.
So Reese is in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first for the Lady Generals.
Well, you see this Chambers defense, they're cheating in, moving up on the, foul ball straight back over the backstop. They're running in on this attempted bunt, which I would think would still be on, 1 out.
Good job by McKenzie to pull that one in.
Really nice job. She got up, had to climb the ladder a little bit there. She's out.
So Olivia tagged her on the run down to first, and there's a lot of questions out here on the infield, but appears that Daughtry had the tag on number 12 going.
Pick up the ball and tag the runner. I mean, fielder has an opportunity to field the ball no matter what. It doesn't matter where the ball is. Fielder has an opportunity to field it. And you can argue that all day long, but it doesn't do you any good. It's just the way the game's played.
So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and number 33, Lexi.
Big out. Big out and a big play by Daughtry there.
Yeah.
Real smart play. 'Cause that ball just stopped in the middle of the, almost in the middle of the line.
Wow, but it just kind of hung up in that dirt.
Wow.
Boss takes that one down the left field line, and it's fair inside the line, and she's cruising into second with a stand-up double, but not after she knocks home 00 Bergen for another run for the Lady Rebels.
That ball's really laced there.
Lady Generals, excuse me. They're up now 4-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Big inning here by Autauga.
They came out swinging in this inning.
Yeah, it's 4 runs across, 2 out, and a runner at second. So the bats have come alive for Autauga here in the second game of our doubleheader. You know, nothing cheap here. We haven't seen errors. We haven't seen mistakes. We've seen the bats really do a great job hitting the ball.
So now up for the Lady Generals is number 3, Ron Deaton.
Foul ball.
In the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I've got 1 runner in scoring position at second, which is Frost. Deaton digs in. Foster throws that one over. Gillen drills it down to third. Should have just probably ate that one there, and Lee gets it back in. And
yeah, you always worry about that throw down to third base. The runner had the base. Probably a good idea is just to hold that one. But I mean, look at this inning. You know, we've had a couple of really well hit balls. You get rattled a little bit, trying to force something there, trying to make a big play.
So Coach Patterson comes out to talk to her ladies here in the infield, the pitchers, as the outfielders gather in center.
Yeah, it's a 5-1 score. We're down by 4. Big inning. You need to just get this third out and get the bats going for the Lady Rebels. Extended visit here.
Yeah, that first game lasted about 2 hours. And we are now working on the second game here.
And we're in the bottom of the first. It's been a long inning already with 5 runs pushed across.
My point is that the ladies are probably getting tired, especially Foster out there who pitched the entire first game. So
Yeah.
she came out to check and see if she was able to continue. Looks like she is, so here we go. Foster delivers high.
Control's a little off here. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Popped it up.
Really high pop up down first. Daughtry calls everybody off, and she gathers it up for the third out here, but not after the Lady Generals put some runs on the board, and they're up. So the Lady Rebels are down 5-1 against the Lady Rebels here. So it's, yeah, we're going into the top of the second. The Rebels are going to be up. And starting leading off is going to be...
We have Madison Davis, Rayleigh Patterson, and O.G. Daughtry here in the bottom of the, in the top of the second.
Yeah.
As the home and away teams have switched in the second game.
So Riley Ward will continue out in a circle for the Lady Generals as we go into the top of the second. And up to bat for the Lady Rebels is number 13, Madison Davis.
See if Madison can get us started here in the top of the second and eat away at this 4-run deficit. There it is, base hit.
First pitch, base hit for Davis here in the top of the second.
Good start. Rayleigh Patterson steps in. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch high. One ball, no strikes, nobody out. Strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Patterson digs in. Foul ball.
Well, I did some adjustments there on my microphone. I hope I can be heard now.
Are you having technical difficulties?
Just a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Rayleigh Patterson at bat. Drills it.
Well, I did some adjustments there on my microphone. I hope I can be heard now.
The ball came over the second base bag, and it did appear that there was going to be a play, so it kind of froze the runner midway. But it works out fine with runners at first and second. There is nobody out.
Good start here to the bottom of the second for the Lady Rebels. Now up to bat for them is number 30, first base, O.G. Daughtry.
I see OG go deep here with this thing.
Just don't wear the helmet. Just don't wear the helmet.
Pitch is a little bit low and outside for ball 1. Ford sets and delivers. Daughtry behind that one.
Well, she squared up to fake a bunt. Pull back swing, it was just a little bit mistimed there. Didn't have a good cut at it. Nobody out.
Runners on first and second for the Lady Rebels.
Late swing there. Might have been a breaking ball.
Daughtry is behind the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Daughtry needs to take care of some equipment issues down there. Grant's time. Looks like we got one more player out there fighting the sun.
Yeah, the center fielder still got some sun in her face.
Daughtry takes for a high. First ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rebels just need to stay confident here and continue to chip away, start to chip away at the lead here of the Lady Generals.
Ball outside is going to advance both the runners.
Which takes out the forced play, which is nice.
And a full count.
So Daughtry has battled back to run the count full here.
First base is open. You've got a strong hitter here.
I don't think they're going to give her anything she can slug out of here.
I don't know how much you pitch around at this level, but maybe.
So
Good
Daughtry
pitch.
chases that one and goes down swinging for the first out here in the top of the second, excuse me. And now up to bat for the Lady Rebels is left fielder Melissa Lee.
The Autauga pitcher, Riley Ward, just came in and challenged with fastball.
Melissa Lee takes first pitch for a ball.
Ball sailed high. Pace is again really slowed down.
Rebels have runners in scoring position at second and third for Lee. Lee hits it right up the middle, and
Base
great hit by Melissa Lee, and she's going to drive in one. Melissa Lee has had two big singles this afternoon, one in game one and one right now here in the top of the second to drive in a Rebel.
Excellent at bat. Squared up on that ball, drove it right over the second base bag for a single. And one thing you'll notice, why I say we were watching two really well prepared teams, center fielder had great position, got in, picked the ball up, made the right throw, and cut off advancement there, stopped another run.
And now we're back to the top of the order here with center fielder number 3, Carly Forbes. Carly takes first pitch for a strike. Runners on the corners for the Rebels with one out. Down by 3, 5-2 here, top of the second. Rebels are the away team here in game 2.
Trying to chip away. We need another big hit here to get this deficit cut in half.
Forbes pops that one up, and it's going to fall in at the circle. And Melissa Lee gets tagged out, but Riley Patterson scores from third. Kind of a lot of action going out there in the infield.
Yeah, it was a really, really tough play. The pop-up was dropped, and second baseman recovered, threw the ball down to second, covered by the shortstop, but too late to stop the run.
Yeah.
And
good base
Forbes
running.
just kept going and took up second on the throw.
Yeah, and great base running by Patterson. Awareness to when the ball went down to second, she took off for home, and there was no play at the plate.
Oh, no, there was no chance to get her. She was going to score.
So now with 2 outs, Gillen is up and a high pop into left, and woo,
She almost overran that, but made a good play. Good athlete there.
Yep, that was hit a mile in the air by McKenzie, but Perry got underneath it for the third out. But the Rebels dig into that general lead a little bit there and shorten it down now to 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the second. The Generals are up.
Yep, we cut that 4-run lead in half, so that was a really nice inning. Going to come back out and continue to play well. Lady Rebels really swung the bat quite well that inning.
As I look around the infield here, everything looks the same. Patterson at third, Foster in the circle, Alford at short, Price at second, Daughtry at first. Got Lee in left, Forbes is going out to center, and Phillips is over here in right field. So if you're just joining us now here, we're in the bottom of the second of game 2. Matchup between the Chambers Academy Lady Rebels and the Autauga Lady Generals. Score is now 5-3.
And the temperature, Chester, is definitely cooling off quite rapidly.
Yes, it is. It's going to be quite chilly here as we get later into this game.
And just so you know, there is one problem. I checked the snack drawer in my bag.
You're out?
It's completely empty.
It's the end of the season, man.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I know. I'm out of all of my go-to things here in my bag as well. There might be some stale chips in the bottom there.
We're about ready to go here.
Bottom of the second. First pitch is high by Foster. Lady Rebels are looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning here to get back up at the plate.
Sun is almost down. We've still got some real bad light here hitting the center fielder.
Nice pitch by Foster for a strike.
Forbes is going to battle that sunlight for one more, at least a few minutes of this inning.
Another good pitch by Foster up there, just overpowering Isabel Grantham. Pitch high, ball two.
High. 2-2. Struck her out. Good pitch.
Foster gets back on the strikeout train right there. And now we're back to the top of the order with number 10, Josiah Perry. Perry's playing left field this game.
Perry's played really well. Had a tough out in the circle, but played really well in the field.
Pops that one back out over first.
Sharp swing there, just didn't get it. Fouled that ball straight back. She's got a quick bat.
That was close there. Ump feels that was a little bit high, maybe inside. So it counts 1-1. Foster bounces that one in there for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody's on base for the Lady Generals. Another hard pitch by Foster, just low.
Falling behind in the count, 3-1 here.
These doubleheaders show what kind of endurance these kids have out here, you know. That first game was very long, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, long game.
And that is low, so Perry's going to take a trot down first for a walk, and Generals have something working here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. And we're back to number 13, Claire Seaman, shortstop. That's about 4 pitches that Foster has delivered low. McKenzie drills that one down to second to hold Perry at first.
Runner was breaking. Good throw, and she just kind of froze her in the middle of the base path.
Seaman lays down a good bunt.
Here's another good play.
Good cover over there by Lee on third, but Seaman advances Perry over to third. A little bit of a collision between Patterson, Perry, and Lee over there. Everybody's going to check on the ladies. Looks like everybody's all right.
That could have been a really tough play there, a damaging play, because they just glanced off each other. Good decision to make the throw back to third base.
And good coverage by Lee out of left to get over there to make a play.
Well, it was a good throw down to first, get the out. Thought you turned and fired at the third base. A little confusion on the play there at third.
So 24.
Foul over
Harley Grantham.
No balls and 1 strike.
Thought I was going to get a souvenir there, but the kid beat me to it.
Low, ball 1. Well, the sun is completely gone as far as the fielders are concerned. No more trouble in center.
And the cool chill is setting in.
Yep.
And a pop into center, and Forbes should have that one easily for the third out.
Really nice job. Carly made a nice move to her left. Picked off that fly ball and ended the inning.
So good defense by the Lady Rebels to hold the Lady Generals at 5 as we go to the top of the third.
Excellent defensive inning. Excellent.
The Lady Rebels are behind by 2, 5-3.
Well, the score of the game is much more manageable now. Chipping away at this lead is what we need to continue to do. Pick up a run, couple runs, get us back even. We're moving into the top of the third.
Yep, game 2 here. Rebels won game 1. And Rebels are looking to take this one so they do not have to come back here tomorrow for the tiebreaker at 4 o'clock. Autauga would have to come all the way back up here for the game tomorrow if they do win tonight. Lady Rebels are looking to ice this one out tonight. They're a little bit behind now here. Top of the third, down by 2. So the Lady Rebels are stepping into some serious bats in their lineup. Number 2, Sophie Price. Number 55, Foster. And number 8, Alford, will be up for the Lady Rebels here in the top of the third.
Top of the third.
First pitch is low to Price.
That really big bottom of the first. Going to put us in a hole right away here.
Little pop over first base, and that's going to fall in and get by the right fielder, and Price is going to advance over to second.
Good throw back.
That was one of those bloopers you don't know where it's going.
That ball was just trouble all the way. It sounded better hit than it was. It just died right over the first base bag and took a hop right past the right fielder who was charging, but just didn't work out.
So Foster has a runner in scoring position.
Oh.
Goes up.
That pitch got a little bit away.
Foster drives this one over the fence.
That's way
That
out.
was a line drive home run to tie it up here in the top of the third. A 2-run blast by Foster.
That was a no-doubter from the very first swing. Ball was ripped straight away center field.
So
Might take some time to find that one.
yeah, that one is gone back in the thicket. So Foster ties it up with a big blast out to center. Score is now 5-5 here in the top of the third.
And there's still nobody out.
So Alford's up now for the Lady Rebels with no outs here, top of the third. She drives it over to third. Should be an easy play over here at first.
Hard hit ball though.
Good dig by Frost over there at third to gun it over to first for the first out here in the top of the third. Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 13, Madison Davis.
Pitch sailed a little high.
So the Lady Rebels have tied it up here in the top of the third with a big blast from Foster. And now Davis steps in to see if they can take the lead here.
Ooh, took a little bit off and got her out front on that one.
2 balls, 1 strike to Davis.
I thought our scoreboard was just a little bit behind there. 2 and 1, 1 out. And we're the target practice location here.
That pitch was low and inside to Davis for 3 ball, 1 strike count with 1 out here. I'm going to scoot a little closer to the fence so I don't take one off the shin.
Well, that net moves an awful lot, so you don't want to get drilled here.
Davis takes that one for a strike, full count.
Still only 1 away.
Davis pushes that one down the line, but foul.
Third baseman makes backhand just in front of the bag in foul territory. Full count.
Davis goes down swinging for the 2nd out here in the top of the 3rd.
Took a little something off that pitch.
Now up with 2 outs and nobody on is Patterson. Patterson has had a strong first game at 3rd and also is batting last game, and hopefully we can get her bat working here some more in game 2. She popped this one high. Pop-ups have been trouble for the Lady Generals, but not that one.
Good aggressive swing.
Shortstop slides over and grabs that one. So, hey, in the top of the 3rd, the Rebels get 2 and tie it up 5-5 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Foster will continue to stay in the circle for the Lady Rebels as we go to the bottom of the 3rd with the score tied up 5-5. Foster pitched game 1, was the winning pitcher in game 1, has started game 2. And now up for the Lady Generals here in the bottom of the 3rd is catcher number 17, Tiana Davis. First pitch from Foster is high, ball 1. Good pitch by Foster there for a strike. 1-1 count. Just getting underway here. Bottom of the third, score is tied up 5-5. This is a do or die game for the Lady Generals. Foster delivers high over the head of McKenzie behind the plate. 2 ball, 1 strike. Count to the catcher, Davis. Pitch is low for ball 3.
I have fresh batteries and I'm back.
Good, glad to have you back.
Sharply hit.
Right up the middle, and for a single, Forbes gets that quickly in to second. Davis had a little trouble over there at first, but she's okay now.
Good swing on that 3-2 pitch. Drove it right back through the box.
So now we have number 22, the pitcher, Riley Ward, now up. So the Lady Generals will swap out runners here for Davis.
A little confusion here on do we need a runner or do we not need a runner? Long delay here as we get everyone repositioned. The official's updating his scorecard.
Catch the number here in a second. Looks like it's 15. Kinsley Gabehart will be the pinch runner for the Lady Generals here with no outs in the bottom of the third. Score is tied up 5-5. Great pitch by Foster.
Big cut. Big full swing on that pitch.
Another good pitch by Foster to get Ward chasing that one.
Yeah, she was behind on that swing.
Pitcher against pitcher right now.
Plays at first base.
Easy
Good play.
play at first, but advances the runner over to second.
Nice job on everyone's part there. Moved the runner along. Picked up the out.
So 1 out now here in the bottom of the third. Score is tied up here at 5-5. Lady Generals broke out to a quick lead early, but the Lady Rebels fought back to tie it up.
Foul straight over the dugout. Everybody's safe and well there.
Number 12, Zeta Reese, is up now for the Lady Generals, and she fouled that one off.
Reese squared up for a bunt there, but popped it foul. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Quickly behind in the count. Need a big punch out right here. Oh, she wanted it. It was just high. It was loaded up, ready to swing.
Good job on her to
Yep.
hold back.
Pull it back and let that ball sail high for the ball. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Another high one. Evens it up, 2-2.
Good play right there.
Great play by OG
Great play.
Daughtry.
That was a great play.
And Sophie Price to swap positions right there, and Daughtry kind of flings it behind her, and Price's toe was just on the edge of the bag.
Excellent defense right there. Everybody rotated to the right spot. Nobody panicked. Got second out. Good job.
So now Lexi Frost is up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the score, 3rd.
Oh, boy.
And
That's
she
gone.
rips that one over the fence for a 2-run blast.
Yeah, that was ripped. Well, that's our second 2-run homer of the game. So a little bit of an offensive explosion here in game 2.
So now the Lady Generals are up by 2, 7-5 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. They quickly flipped the script on the Rebels right there.
Well, just threw a fastball. She got the head of the bat on it, and away it went. So really well hit ball. A no doubter from the beginning of the swing.
So now up for the Lady Generals with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. After that 2-run blast by Frost is number 3, Ryan Deaton. First pitch is low, ball.
Yeah.
Right back to Foster. She flings it over to Daughtry for the 3rd out, but not after the Lady Generals put 2 on the board and extend the lead out now 7-5 against the Lady Rebels as we go to the top of the 4th.
Well, you can see Foster's frustrated walking off the mound, out of the circle after that inning, giving up the big home run. But, we've seen this team come back from a 4-1 deficit, so I don't think we need to give up on anybody quite yet. This offense probably has some life left in it. But, man, I'll tell you, we have seen 2 really softballs being scorched here today.
Yep, Foster and Frost laced them out over center field. I think somebody was back there digging out Foster's when
Yeah, I think they got them.
when Frost was some Rebel fans come out from behind the fence.
I don't get this. I just don't get it.
Oh, excuse me.
Good job by the young ladies relocating those home runs.
So as we go here into the top of the 4th, the Lady Rebels will bring up OG Daughtry, Melissa Lee, and Carly Forbus. Lexi Frost will stay out in the circle for the Lady Generals. Second game has been much more competitive than the first. so far through 4.
And it's had its very quick and very slow moments as well. It's been a strangely paced game so far. But well played. I'm really impressed with both these teams play in the field. We've seen a few mishaps with the ball on the defensive side, but you know, it's really been a well played game. Good decisions, good throws. So congratulations to both these teams. You see why they're both in the playoffs. Daughtry stepping in. I think we're ready to go.
And as the sun has fully set now, the temperature is dropping quite rapidly. It's going to make some of the plays out in the outfield a little slower.
Yeah, it's cooling off really quickly. First ball was slashed down the third base side, foul.
Daughtry takes that one for a ball. 1-1 count. Big cut by Daughtry. Comes up nothing on that one.
Got her out on the front foot with a little bit of a change of pace.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here. Top of the 4th. The Rebels are down by 2, 7-5. Daughtry pops out into the left.
Trouble. Could be big
and
trouble.
It's going to drop in there.
It is in.
And Perry can't come up with it, and Daughtry is going to advance over to second. Good way to start the top of the 4th for the Lady Rebels.
Perry dove for that ball, and it just tipped off the end of her glove, and by the time she picked it up, Daughtry was standing at second base.
So now comes up Melissa Lee. Lee has had a pretty good day at the plate with a couple singles so far. After Lee, Forbes was on deck. Also,
Lee was behind on that fastball.
yeah.
Forbes on deck. Ooh, inside.
Ooh, thought that one hit her in the hip.
Must have been, I thought that might have been some contact too. It must have been just the shuffle there with the shoes. Just making a little noise as she scooted back. Ball and a strike. Nobody out.
Lee pushes that one up against the fence. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Daughtry's at second. Lee is looking to drive her home here. Top of the 4th. And Lee
goes down on strikes, and Daughtry picks up third base.
Yep. So Lee advances Daughtry over to third, and Forbes is up with 1 out and a great opportunity to get 1 in here.
We've seen that drop third strike come into action in both games now. I think a couple times in the opener. You know, you got to pick that ball up. You got to make the play, and at that moment, third base is taken by OG.
Forbes pushes that one down third, and
Never get her.
They're going to go for a play at the plate, and she is in safe. And Forbes is now caught in a rundown, and
nope.
Throw went by first base, and Forbes is going to go over to third easily.
Standing up. Wow. Throw. throwing error there. I think she tried to hold that ball up, and it just came out of her hand and bounced past the first baseman.
So the Rebels get one on that exchange there. So the score is now 7-6 with one out. Forbes is all the way at third now, and Mackenzie Gillen is now up.
With one away.
Be nice to see Mackenzie get around on this one and put that out where the other balls went, over the center field fence. And I think that's what she was thinking right there, but didn't come up with anything on that one, so no balls, one strike.
No, I think she's trying to put two on the board here. Just need to make good contact here, get that ball out of the infield, pick up a run.
And the catcher was holding that there for a strike, but the ump was not having that one. So 1-1 count now. Pitch was high for a ball.
Yeah, I would say the framing sometimes work. The long hold is O forever. O for forever.
Yes. Mackenzie takes another one high. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Mackenzie. Forbes is just hanging out on third, ready to score.
Good base running. Again, very aggressive by this Rebel team. She wanted it. She really wanted that swing, but held back on ball 4.
So now the Lady Rebels have runners at the corner for Sophie Price, second base.
Now will we see a steal a second to put pressure on this defense and draw a throw?
You might as well take second to, and if they throw down, Forbes ties it up.
I think that's my thinking.
And with Forbes' speed, there'd be no play.
I think if you make the throw, you got a good chance of giving up the run. Absolutely.
But watch the fake throw. Don't get. And Price drives it into right and caught.
Good job.
And Forbes tags up though
Good job.
tie it up 7-7, but Mackenzie has to stay at first. Good sac fly there by Price to notch it up at 7-7 here. The Rebels continue to stay in this. Great effort by the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, coming back again. Another 2 runs to tie this game up here in the top of the 4th. Runner at first.
Foster looking for a repeat of her last at bat. She committed to that one and couldn't hold up.
Couldn't hold that one up. Pretty good pitch, just a little high.
The top of the 4th with 2 outs. Score is all knotted up here at 7s. And Mackenzie gets down to second pretty easily there. The throw from the catcher was well over the shorts.
Excellent decision right there. Now we got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Takes the force out of it.
Sorry, with 1 out, the scoreboard is saying.
No, it's 2 outs.
I believe it's 2 outs.
Yeah. Unless they're just giving us an extra one.
No, it's got to be 2 outs.
Foster takes that one for a strike.
In the hole 1 and 2. It seems as if no lead is very safe here tonight.
No, it's not. Not in this game.
That ball rolls up.
2-2 count, yeah.
2 strikes, you're right. 2-2 and 2.
The Sid Mickle count.
My favorite. I hope it means we're going to bat around again.
Foster blisters that one. It's short, and this is 3 outs.
Throw was a little.
Oh no, they said she was safe, and then overthrows. I thought Foster was out at first, but
Pulled
she
her
wasn't.
off the bag. Throw was just a little wide. Pulled her foot off the bag.
My apologies there. I'm sorry. I thought that he called her out.
Well, Coach Heather called her safe, so I knew she was safe.
That's right. If Coach Heather calls it, she's right.
She was obviously calling her safe, but she did pull her foot off. I saw her foot come off the bag, and then the overthrow at third base is just a throwing mistake.
So now the Rebels have taken the lead now 8-7 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
You know, one of the things that I was talking to Coach Patterson earlier, this Lady Rebels team lost to the Autauga Generals 16-3, I believe she said the score was earlier in the year.
Yeah, that's one of the games that we came out here for.
May have been our first game, actually.
Yeah, I think it was our first game here with the softball team. So if you go back and watch that game and these 2 games here, you're going to see a major improvement
in all aspects of the play.
So Alfred is up now with Samantha Lovelace down at second with 2 outs. Rebels are up by 1 now.
Good swing. Good swing at that ball.
So no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs to Alfred. Lovelace is at second.
Another big cut by Brindley there. In the hole, 0-2, quickly. I think she was looking to pick up 1 more run here, maybe 2. I really enjoy watching these young ladies play aggressive like this.
It is exciting ball.
Chopped our way, foul ball.
And over into the weeds. A dedicated Rebel fan is chasing that one out. Alford pushes that one down third, and it is botched.
Dropped.
And Lovelace was tagged out over at third for the 3rd out after that bobble at third. So the Rebels take the lead in the top of the 4th, and I am going to have to go run and grab a jacket.
I recommend you do that because it is chilling off here. While Chester makes a quick trip to the car to grab something to keep warm, it's definitely gotten cooler here. A little bit of a mistake there on the base running. I just trying to be aggressive, and the ball dropped by the third baseman. Just didn't get it far away, I think, as Lovelace thought the ball was going to roll. I like the aggression, though. We are still playing very aggressive softball here at the plate and on the base paths. We're in the bottom of the 4th, and it is 8-7. Rebels lead by a run. They have fought back from 2 deficits here to take the lead. Foster still on the mound. Throw goes down to the shortstop. We're about ready to get started here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch is a strike. Trying to pick up a number on our hitter here. One ball, one strike is the count. Looks like Patterson for the Lady Generals. Ball low. Well, you're either parked really close or you can run very fast because that's pretty good.
I am parked very close.
Good bunt. Nice play. First out. That bunt basically just spun 3 feet from the plate and sat there. Catcher pounced on it really quickly, made a good throw to first base.
So we're back to the top of the order for the Lady Generals. Perry's up. Drives the first pitch back.
Well, we've seen a little bit of everything here in this second game. 2 big blasts, some good base running, some very aggressive base running.
Perry takes for a ball. We're here in the bottom of the 4th, game 2 of this 3-game series here with Autauga. Rebels won the first game. Looking to take game 2 here, sweep it. The Lady Generals are fighting hard. They're only down by 1. And
tipped into the catcher's mitt.
Big cut there by Perry.
2-2. Perry's really still got that quick stroke. She swings the bat hard.
And rips it right to Sophie Price for the second out.
Price made a good job. Didn't jump too soon, didn't panic. That was a soft line drive. And, you know, they're so deceptive when they come off the bat like that. You'd think they're a rocket and they just kind of hang up in the air. Real nice defensive play.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Rebels are still up 8-7.
Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. Foster really bearing down here this inning, making good pitches.
Now
Still good velocity too.
Pitching the first game like that, that's tough.
Got to make a good throw.
Good throw by Alfred over at short to get Seaman going down the line.
We have seen really great infield play and outfield play by the Lady Rebels today. Just playing great, great defense all around. That ball was hit pretty deep into the hole at shortstop. She came up throwing and made the out. Got the out, I guess.
So as we go into the top of the 5th?
Should be the top of the 5th.
The Lady Rebels are up 8-7.
Is it midnight yet? Or
it feels like it.
Boy, these games have just taken on a long, long haul here. But they have been exciting, I'll tell you that.
Yes,
game
two has been. The lead has changed, what, 3 times?
Yes.
tied up, and as we're going to the top of the fifth, the Rebels are up by 1, 8-7. They are looking to sweep this 3-game series, sweep the first 2 games of this 3-game series, so they will not have to come back and play tomorrow here. The winner of this will advance down to Montgomery Thursday, correct?
That is my understanding to play. I believe I said Hooper.
Hooper? Hooper.
Hopper, Hooper.
Hopper, Hooper.
Either way.
So
The Colts.
The Colts, there we go. So to lead off for the Lady Rebels is number 13, Madison Davis, followed by Patterson. Davis took a big cut at that one. That was a high.
A little bit behind on that swing.
Same pitch, same result.
Another good fastball. You know, it's an 8-7 lead on this is advancing to the playoffs, so the pressure is on here. Need some insurance runs, and the way this game's going, we need a lot.
And Davis goes down swinging. 3 strikes in a row for the first out here in the top of the 5th, and now Patterson steps up for the Lady Rebels.
Well, that was 3 really good pitches there. And that is, let's see, that's
Patterson drives it out to short. Should be an easy play, and
2 quick outs.
She is out for the second out here in the top of the 5th, and
I believe it's OG Daughtry up again.
Yep.
OG doubled her last at bat. Big swing.
Lexi Frost is coming in here in the top of the 5th, pitching strong for the Lady Generals.
Yeah, she has great control and really good velocity here.
So Daughtry is in the hole early. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Lady Rebels are up by 1.
Waited on it, singled it right up the middle.
Good piece of hitting by OG Daughtry to get a single here with 2 outs. And Melissa Lee is up now for the Lady Rebels.
Ward took a little bit off that pitch. She just waited on it and drove it right back up the middle.
Lee takes for a ball.
You know, no matter what happens here with this at bat for Lee, you know, we're going to be seeing the top of the batting order in the beginning of the next inning. So that's always good to move that lineup along. Lee's had a good day at the plate,
That hit
though.
Lee in the arm, it looked like.
Yep, I think she got nicked there. She had a single and a sacrifice, and now a hit by pitch.
Yeah, she's had a productive day.
Very good job at the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 out, and senior Carly Forbes at bat.
This would be an incredible at-bat for Forbes here with 2 outs.
Would be a nice way to ring up the playoffs with a nice 3-run shot here.
That was low, and Malie is going to advance down to second, and Daughtry is going to advance to third. Catcher could not come up with it. It was in her feet.
That pitch was down in the dirt. Catcher had no chance in it.
Forbes takes for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. The second game is completely opposite of the first, a nail biter here.
Yeah.
Forbes pushes that
Good
one over the
swing.
fence. Or the netting, excuse me.
2 balls and a strike. Crawley staying in strong here. You know, the lights aren't warming us up at all.
No, they're not.
Drilled.
Forbes
foul.
drives that one right over Coach Patterson's head.
Good reflexes over there, Coach.
So it's a Sid Mickle count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, things tend to happen with this jinxed count. Let's hope it's a 3-run blast.
Yeah, base hit could score 2 here.
Base hit would be just about as good, almost as good. Oh,
That hits Forbes in
center
the foot. So the bases are loaded now for catcher number 34, Mackenzie Gillen, with 2 outs here. An opportunity here to get some insurance runs.
That's 2 hit by pitches in a row. Gillen digs in. Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, good swing. Just fouled it straight over our way. Good strong swing at that ball. Boy, she straightens that one out. That's going to score some runs.
Just a nice base hit would do the Rebels some good work here. We've got the bases loaded here with 2 outs. She holds up on that one. And
job.
quick
Hard to
throw
hold
down
up
to
there.
third there. OG steps on to third, so
Everybody's safe. Bases are full of Lady Rebels here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big moment here in this game, I believe. And what I mean by that is I don't think the final will be 8-7.
No.
We may see that, but I don't believe we will.
well, let's just hope the Lady Rebels don't leave any on here.
Yeah, need a big base hit here. 2 outs.
McKenzie holds up on that one.
Well, there's nowhere to put her. One more errant pitch, and we have a run. Big insurance run too.
So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bases are loaded for Mackenzie Gillen. Rebels are up 8-7. And McKenzie
Base hit.
drives it into left field and coming home with the ball and 2-run score. So
Wow, nice job.
OG and Lee score on a nice piece of hitting there by Mackenzie Gillen with 2 outs and take the lead out now 10-3.
She had the green light.
10-7, excuse me.
She had the green light, and she took a good cut at it. Everybody moves up. 2-run score, runners at second and third. Big 2-out hit there.
Huge.
Really big 2-out hit.
Clutch hitting there by McKenzie.
I tell you, you're starting to put the real pressure on this Autauga team. We're getting late in the game, and we're not out of this inning yet.
Price takes a big cut at that. She's got runners in scoring position. Forbes is at third, and McKenzie is down at second.
Need another big 2-out here to put 2 more on the board.
Just keep hitting singles.
Singles just great right here. Fouled it straight back.
So now Price is in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs, the Lady Rebels just knocked in a couple runs to extend the lead out to 10-7 here in the top of the 5th. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Rebels took game 1.
Ball got away, and we're going to pick up another run and another base.
That's right. Good base running by Forbes over on third. Catcher didn't have much hustle down there going after the ball. So
Well, that's your senior leadership and your senior experience there. That ball got away and she took off. You know, that was an easy score. She scored with actually no action.
So McKenzie gets down to third on that. And the lead is now 11-7 Rebels. Soapy hits that one right up the middle and scores McKenzie for another run here in the top of the fifth.
Wow, really clutch hitting there.
So the Rebels are now up 12-7 here in the top of the fifth. And now coming up for the Lady Rebels is pitcher Michaela, excuse me, I'm going to get that right one time, Michaela Foster.
Big clutch hit there by Sophie Price.
We could use another 2-run blast from Foster.
Well, she had a nice cut out.
Hits it right into right and gets another single. And Price is digging in and going to third. And she's going to get in there.
Everybody
and
moves
Foster's
up.
going to advance down to second. And now we have coming up the youngster, number 8 shortstop, Alford.
Well, let's see if Brinley Alford can keep this thing going. We've got 2 more in scoring position. We need our third 2-out single.
That's right. The Rebels are up now by 5, 12-17, with 2 runners in scoring position now with 2 outs. Alford asked for time. And the coach for Autauga is going to trot out to the circle, have a chat with the pitcher.
Big inning here. Really big inning. We came into this inning with a 1-run lead, is that correct?
Yep, 8-7.
Have 4 on the board.
You know, the Rebels had an opportunity in the previous inning to get some insurance runs, but there was some kind of weird plays happening over there around third to end the inning.
Yeah, the aggressive base running. I mean, you know, like I said then, I'll take aggressive base running like that in this situation. You're trying to win your spot to the next round of the playoffs. Be aggressive, everything you do.
All right, so Alfred has Loveless at second. And, good catch by the catcher.
Good swing at the ball, just popped straight back to the catcher.
And that'll end the top of the fifth for the Lady Rebels, but not after they put 4 on the board to extend the lead out to 12-7 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Big inning.
Foster's
Bottom of the fifth. So we have 3 innings to play. We have the bottom of the fifth, 6th, and 7th, unless the Lady Rebels can come up with some more runs here.
And the infield stays the same for the Lady Rebels.
Foster still on the mound.
She has got to be exhausted after pitching the first game.
I'm almost exhausted just watching her.
Yeah, I know. I am.
she had a really big inning. The previous inning, she really had just dominated the Lady Generals, just overpowered them.
Yep, everything stays the same in the outfield. Lee, Forbes, and Phillips. Daughtry, Price, Alford, and Patterson. Out there in the infield, and McKenzie is behind the plate still. So we're going to the bottom of the fifth here. Lady Rebels are up 12-7. First pitch is a little bit low. And big hit out into center, but Carly Forbes, well positioned, tracks that one down for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Excellent movement, excellent play. Big first out.
And now up for the Lady Generals, number 17, Tiana Davis, the catcher. She got a little pop there behind the plate to end the top of the 5th for the Rebels. She takes that first pitch high from Foster.
It's one of the coldest 58-degree temperatures I think I've ever felt.
That's probably not real accurate.
My hands are freezing.
Second pitch is high for a ball.
2-ball count. Really nice play out there by Forbes to start the inning. That ball's well hit. She moved to her left and made the play. Good pitch. Comes right back with a belt-high fastball. Move it to 2-1.
Drives
Did
this
well.
one into left, and Forbes calls off
Good
Lee.
job. Good job.
Good communication out there for the second out.
I think that's a right play. You know, you get your center fielder shaded a little bit to the left field side. She's moving to her right. She makes the play after calling the ball. 2 outs. Let's see if she can go for that often repeated, always exciting 3 put-out inning.
And now up is number 22, Riley Ward. Pitcher against pitcher here.
Yeah, Ward got hit pretty hard that last inning. She's done a good job today. Good velocity, but Rebels have been swinging the bat.
Takes for a ball.
2-ball count.
Ward takes a cut of that one, comes up with nothing.
Took a little bit of something off there and had her out front. 2-1. 2 outs.
Be huge for the Lady Rebels to get out of this quickly, the 1-2-3
Yeah, it really would.
inning. Quick,
Straight back to Foster.
Foster recovers and quickly over to OG for that
reaction.
1-2-3 inning.
Good reaction there. Good play. It was a shot, by the way, back to the pitcher.
So as we go into the top of the 6th, the Lady Rebels are up 12-7 here in game 2. The Lady Rebels win this one, they'll advance to the next round of the playoffs down at Hope Hall at the Colts. Is that where they're at?
They're going to Montgomery, Lagoon Park.
Oh, they're going to play
is my
at Lagoon Park.
understanding.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction. I thought they were going to play at the Colts down there.
Well, you say that like I'm 100%
might be.
accurate.
You know
may
more
get
about it than
lucky
I
on
do.
this.
You
Well,
may know more than
I
I
do
do.
believe that's what Coach Patterson said. I hope I'm remembering that right, but I believe she said going to Lagoon Park in Montgomery on Thursday.
Okay, that's right there on the northeastern bypass.
Short drive for Hooper.
Yeah.
They're out in Hope Hall, so easy trip really for both teams.
Yeah, not a bad drive from here either as well for the Lady Rebels. Hopefully we can hang on to this lead here and wrap this game up, but we still have 2 more innings left to play. The top of the 6th we're entering right now, and they're up 12-7.
Solid game so far here.
And coming up now for the Lady Rebels here in the top of the 6th is number 13, Madison Davis.
Rebels batted around, I think, in that last inning, because I think Davis led off
I think you're right.
the bottom of the 5th, top of the 5th. Late swing, chops it foul down the first base line.
Good hustle by Coach Heather.
Coach Forrest makes a really nice play there. Good foot stop.
We got that one on video for her.
It was almost like the Heather Forrest special was going on there.
Davis digs in with 1 strike. Puts that one behind her.
Fouled it straight back. Just got a piece of that one, grounded it straight back behind the plate, or off to the left of the plate. Two-strike count.
Just outside, close.
Ooh, just outside. That was a good pitch. It just must have sailed wide. But a good eye.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Rebels are up by 5, 12-7 here in the top of the 6th. And Davis goes down swinging.
Good pitch there.
For the first out here in the top of the 6th. So now we have third baseman Patterson up now for the Lady Rebels.
Riley Patterson steps in here. Oh,
She let up.
sailed high. You saw that elbow fly up. She was ready to take a good cut at that ball.
Good job to hold back on that one.
Just, you see this aggressive hitting style. It's really contagious with these Lady Rebels. They're ready to swing the bat.
Second pitch is high too.
Ball really sailed outside. Only 1 out. Top of the 6th. Staying alive here.
Frost is pitching hard out there for the Lady Generals.
Yeah, she has not lost any velocity. She had a little bit of a control issue. Last inning got touched for a couple of really big two-out base hits.
Good take by Patterson.
3 balls and a strike. Count goes full, 3-2. Looked a little low, but pitcher got the low strike there, and it's 3-2 with 1 out.
On deck for the Lady Rebels is number 30, Daughtry.
Well, I'll tell you, I think the umpiring crew has done a great job today. I mean, they've just really made good calls and very active here.
And Patterson goes down swinging. So that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Frost here in the top of the 6th.
That pitch may have been a little low, but I mean, you got to be aggressive there. You can't take that pitch and hope the umpire doesn't call it.
That's right.
He just called a low strike, so you got to swing at that. So the pitcher came right back with the same pitch. Just good control of your pitch and a good pitch. That's 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
So Daughtry steps in with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And she bounces it over to second. And good clean pickup and drops the ball at first. So Daughtry's in there at first with 2 outs. And now Melissa Lee is up to bat. Last at bat, she was hit by a pitch and scored a run on that rally there in the 5th.
Just a little bit of a mishap there, just E3.
Lee takes a cut at that one.
She's had a single, sacrifice, and a hit by pitch so far today.
And on deck, if Lee gets on, is senior Carly Forbes. Good take by Lee. Ball.
We again saw this last inning.
Wasn't it with 2 outs?
It was with 2 outs. Saw Daughtry move ahead, get on base, and get us in the position to have the leadoff hitter top of the lineup in the next inning. So it's always a good balance thing. That ball's coming
Lee
right
pops this
our
one down the
way.
first base line and up against the fence, and the first baseman had no play on it.
Yeah, that's a tough area there. It's like a big shadow there. She may have thought she was really up against the fence.
So Lee's got 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And
Stays alive. Lee swinging the bat. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 away.
Lee hits it over to short, and play's going to be at first. And she is called out.
Good play.
Good
Shortstop
hustle.
made a good throw.
So nothing doing for the Lady Rebels in the top of the 6th. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, the Lady Rebels are up 12-7 against the Lady Generals of Autauga.
Good inning there. The Lady Rebels fought hard there. Did not quite get the break they needed on that last at bat. Lee hung tough. Shortstop made a good play. We've got 6 outs here to go
Yes.
to the second round of the Lady Varsity Softball Playoffs.
So Foster is going to stay out there for the Lady Rebels in the circle. Everything else is staying the same too as well. Daughtry at first, Patterson at third, Alford at short, and Sophie at Price at second.
I really like this energy these young ladies are bringing out here. They are, I think they're beginning to sense it. You know, they're really beginning to understand how close they are to getting this thing wrapped up with this 5-run lead. But
So-
you can't let down. You got to really bear down.
Oh,
right
you
now.
got to continue to keep pushing here. These Generals are not going to go down easy.
You know, get that first out, and then work your way through the lineup.
Lee, Forbes, and Phillips stay out in the outfield for the Lady Rebels. And I'm pretty sure this is number 12, Zeta Reese.
I believe that is number 12.
Coming this way.
Whoa, right off the
And
yellow part of the fence.
good thing that Mr. Loveless was paying attention down there.
Yeah, another
That woke him up down there.
another inch, and that ball clears the fence.
Could have done some damage there. And
Nice play.
Reese pokes it down the first base line, and Daughtry gathers that one up for that first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nice play by OG there, getting to that really soft liner there. Didn't panic again, just took her time, made the play.
Number 33, Lexi Frost, who's been pitching for the Lady Generals, is up to bat with 1 out.
We've seen 2 really strong pitching efforts here today. I know Frost has been touched up a little bit in a couple of innings, but she's done a really good job. Hasn't given in, just continued to fight back. Two and one. I thought there was a strike in there somewhere. 2-1.
Okay, there we go. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on for the Lady Generals here in the bottom of the 6th.
Also needs to bear down here. Strike. Peel goes first base umpire. He calls no swing. I think it was a good call.
Yeah.
She held up that high pitch, just didn't commit to it.
And that one was high, so
Don't want to see base runners. Got to bear down here.
Frost trots down to first. On the walk, and you're going to have a pinch runner, it looks like. for Frost.
Well, this pinch runner exchange was handled much better.
Than the last one,
Yeah,
yes.
no long delay on this one, just good quick call.
And that is 00 Lindsey Bergen out there running for the Lady Generals. And coming up to bat now is number 3, Ryan Deaton.
Force is in play at second base. Chance to turn a double play here. 5 outs away from advancing.
Grounder to second. Price comes up and gets the out at first.
2 outs. Runner moves to second base. Big play there. Get that second out.
So now up to bat for the Lady Generals, number 21, Isabella Grantham.
Strike. Good pitch.
Foster's coming with some heat right now.
Just came right back in there with a good pitch. Another good pitch, way out front.
Foster has command of the count now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
All right. Let's see Sophie just punch this one out right here.
Foster.
Yeah, there you go.
And she's got it. Nice series right there.
Nice punch out.
For Foster.
Nice job.
So as we go into the top of the 7th, the Lady Rebels are
3 outs away.
3 outs away from going to the...
Listen, I'm cold, but I'm not that cold. I'm just so cold I can't pronounce names or remember names.
That's right. So the Lady Rebels are up 12-7 as we go into the top of the 7th here, last inning. Rebels will be looking to add some insurance runs here because they are the visiting team here in game 2.
They will lead off. They have led off the game and take their at-bats in the top of the innings. And I believe we do have the top of our order coming up here.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to be Forbes,
Gilliland, and Price.
Sophie Price, yeah. But pretty much most of the Rebels have contributed at the plate for the Lady Rebels this afternoon.
Well, everybody has been aggressive at the plate. There has been no standing at the plate watching pitches go by. I mean, we've seen people be very aggressive. And I think this is really great for us because we saw these 2 teams play early, and Autauga was dominant. Autauga really dominated the Lady Rebels. That has not been the case today. This team has really turned their season around and are playing very well. And I couldn't be happier for the young ladies on this team and the 2 coaches. They've worked very hard to get this team on the winning side.
You know, when they came into the season, they said, you know, there's going to be a lot of growing pains, and they've grown through them, and they've improved dramatically, and they're just building and getting ready for next year, too, as well. This is a very young team.
Forbes swinging.
That's your only senior on it, and she's going to leg out a single there. Good play, though, by the shortstop just to knock it down and keep it in the infield.
Shortstop got to the ball, made a great diving play, but had no chance to throw her out.
Yeah, not with Forbes' speed jetting down the first base line. So now we have catcher number 34, Mackenzie Gillen, coming up there for the Lady Rebels.
Top this line up, coming out, swinging the bat. Get a couple runs maybe. Base hit.
And Forbes was going on that one. She had to hold up just a second to make sure the short didn't come up with that.
Yeah, that ball was hit off the end of the bat. It just didn't carry as well as it sounded. But it's clean single.
Yeah,
And we've got runners at first, second with nobody out.
Yeah, Mackenzie muscled that one out there. And now Sophie Price is up for the Lady Rebels with no outs. Here in the top of the 7th, the Rebels are up 12-7, looking for some more insurance runs here.
Yes, this is Sophie Price.
Sophie Price.
Yeah, that's who's at bat right
That's
now.
right. And Michaela Foster is the pitcher.
Not Sophie Foster.
That's right.
Michaela Foster.
And not McKinley Foster.
No, no. And it's only been the entire season, and we're just now getting this stuff figured out.
Oh.
Hopefully the girls will have patience with us. We're having a great time broadcasting their game, and really a great time watching them develop and play really well.
Yeah, some of them came over here and was poking fun at us, wanted to know if we knew their names before the game.
Obviously.
Obviously we didn't. Sorry.
Well,
So,
we only have them written down. It's really hard to keep up with it.
and they even have numbers alongside it. So still mess them up. So,
You know, dock my pay, 10%.
yeah.
That's a joke.
Exactly. The lady generals are getting some direction from their leader out there. And I guess we're going to get a pitching swap here. 22's coming in for 33. That's Riley Ward now taking over in the circle for the Lady Generals here in the top of the 7th. 33 was pitching. Lexi Frost was pitching.
Frost was pitching. So
Yeah.
we saw 22. Did we see her pitch a little bit in the opener?
Yeah,
Maybe
she was
the last
pitching.
couple of innings.
Yeah.
That's what's so familiar about seeing that number 22 on the mound. Big move off the pitching rover. Just that classic leap forward with a lot of power. We had a runner at first base, nobody out.
And
right?
second.
And second, that's right. First and second. These huddles messing up my location here.
Well, we're working on, I have no idea what time it is.
Well, it's got to be closing at 8 o'clock.
It's 8:16, so this has been a long day for both squads. Price just gets a piece of that one and it goes foul.
Just got over the top of that ball, knocked it straight down, and bounced backwards, foul.
The first pitch of this series was at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it seems like 3 days ago.
Yeah, my feet think it's 3 days ago.
So we haven't been doing anything, so you know these girls are worn out, so it just goes to show how tough they are.
Well, they're really hanging in there. Foul tipped in the catcher's miss.
Big off-speed pitch there by
Yeah.
Ward.
Price had to really kind of double clutch that one just to make contact. Is the scoreboard correct? Is it a 1 strike?
I don't think so.
I think it's 2 strikes.
Rips it into left, and Forbes is going to score easily. And they're going to hold the runners at second and first. So the Rebels get another run here, extend the lead out to 13-7 here in the top of the 7th with no outs. Runners at first and second.
Perry still doing a good job out there in left field, makes that ball, goes down to a knee, blocks that ball down, gets it up and throws it back to cut off the runner advancing to third base. Good solid play. Rebels still with runners at first and second.
Here comes Foster.
Big lead down there at second base.
Foster's had a big 2-run blast this afternoon.
Yeah, that was pretty much a no-doubter.
Be nice for her to turn on one right now. Low, ball 2. The base runners are having the catcher work for everything back there. And Foster rips it into this gap in between right and center. And 2 runs are going to probably score on this one. Oh, they're going to hold up Price over there at third. But
that ball was just crushed.
You saw flames on that thing
that ball
as it
hit
went by the
fence,
camera.
So hard it bounced actually back to the fielder.
There's a nice dent back there on the fence now. So big hit there by Foster to bring another run in for the Lady Rebels.
Really
Lady
good
Rebels
job.
are expanding their lead right now in the top of the 7th. They're up 14-7 now.
And there's nobody out. So,
Price is at
single
third.
here.
Yeah, Price is at third, and 20 Samantha Lovelace is checked in to run at second for Foster. Brindley pokes that one over to third. Going to be a play over at first. She advances the runners, though.
Good job, good sacrifice there.
Price trots in for another run. So the Rebels are now up 15-7.
Excellent at bat. You want to get that runner in. You got nobody out. Move the runners over, score the run, That's awesome. Just good, solid softball, baseball, any kind of ball play here.
Davis has had a rough day today. She's due right now. Last 2 at-bats have been strikeouts. And she pitches it back to third. She could hustle this one out. And she is in. It overthrows first. And Samantha Lovelace is going to score easily to add another run to the Rebel lead. Now it's 16-7 with 1 out. Davis legged that one out anyway. She was going to be safe, but first could not come up with that throw from third. And now we are at number 12, third base, Patterson.
Riley Patterson steps in with a chance to add to this lead.
Slaps it over to third. They're going to go for the force at second. Get the lead runner there.
Good decision. Came up throwing.
So now with 2 outs, first base, O.G. Daughtry steps in. The Rebels have expanded their lead here in the top of the 7th to 16-7.
Daughtry up again.
The Rebels couldn't hold on here. They'll sweep the series here today and head down to Montgomery Thursday for the next round of the varsity softball playoffs.
And that playoff is best 2 of 3. Doubleheader, single game to follow, if needed. Took something off that pitch and it just sailed high. Ball and a strike, 2 outs.
And Daughtry drives this one into right, over the right fielder's head, and that's going to get up against the fence. And Patterson is going to score, and Daughtry's going into third, and she's going to hang up there. So the Lady Rebels are now up by 10, correct?
17-7.
17-7, big hit by O.G. Daughtry.
Daughtry's really swinging a hot bat there. She just crunched that ball.
That was just right over the outstretched glove to the right fielder.
Really an offensive explosion here.
So now with 2 outs, Daughtry's at third. Lee is up to bat now. So a couple of these young ladies have played outstanding ball today.
You've seen these bats come alive, being very aggressive everywhere.
Lee took a cut at that one, came up with nothing. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did we decide the opener was 12-1?
Or 2, wasn't it?
12-2?
Yeah.
I think that's how the scoring actually ended, with the final run being added, and the game ended at that point.
Yeah, in 5. That ball was low. Lee chased that one down. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Rebels are up 17-7 here in the top of the 7th. Just looking to continue to add more. And Melissa, ball got by. And
she's going to be safe. That's another run.
Great hustle by Melissa Lee.
Drop third strike. You got to run them out. And the run comes in, so it's 18-7.
And good base running by O.G. Daughtry over there at third. And now we're back at the top of the order with senior Carly Forbes.
Is there a run limit in this game? That's
after 5, I don't think so.
After 5, there is no run limit. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert of rules. And
that would appear so, as we have an 11 run lead. You got 3 more outs.
We can keep on tacking on runs now before we get to that point.
And we got a runner in scoring position again. Melissa Lee just takes off on that bounce pitch.
Tiana Davis behind the plate is worn out.
Yeah, I think she's had a really long day here.
Yeah, both these teams have played long. I mean, we're working on 8:30 here. These kids have got to be just wasted tired.
The ball gets away. It'll be a runner at third.
Yep.
Pitcher's struggling right now. Catcher's not having much of a chance on those. Real good velocity. They're just getting down in the dirt 3/4 of the way to the home plate, so you can't do much with it.
They're 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here to senior Carly Forbes with a runner at third, looking to add more to this 11-run lead here in the top of the 7th. And Forbes drives that one,
Boy, good swing.
but that's just foul down the
Turned
left
on
field line.
it, got out front of it, turned on it, took it in the left field line. And, you know, I'm agreeing with you. I think these ladies are all tired, but you know, we should congratulate this Autauga team. I mean, they're hanging. They came back after a game called by runs rule, and it played really well. Just had 2 big innings go against them. Now a 3rd inning.
And that one bounced up into Forbes' leg, so she will advance down to first. So now catcher number 34, Mackenzie Gillen, is going to step up with runners on the corners, and they're up by 11.
My scorecard is not readable. I just can't add any more to it.
That's all right. We'll check out the official scorecard later.
I really can't make any sense of it. We batted around and we batted deep into this next round.
And Forbes takes off. Good move there to
Conceded the base. No need to throw down there, but you're in a position where a base hit gives you a 13-run lead.
that one was high for a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here to Mackenzie Gilland here in the top of the 7th. Rebels are up by 11.
Same umpire behind the plate for both games, too.
Ooh. Mackenzie came up with nothing on that low pitch. That was.
She was loaded. She was going to take her cut and just couldn't pull away from it.
2-1 count now to Mackenzie. That one was high.
Sailed high. 3-1 count. One more off the mark and the bases are going to be loaded.
So you taking all the way here?
It's 3-1. I take all the way.
Yeah.
She's swinging. That's why we don't coach.
Yep.
Good decision. Very aggressive. I've said that dozens of times. These young ladies have just played great aggressive softball here today. Now it's full 3-2. Decision time. There's a base open.
Price wants to get a chance at this here in the top of the 7th. And big cut by Mackenzie and goes down swinging for the 3rd out. Here in the top of the 7th, as we go to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the Lady Generals. The Rebels are up 18-7.
Well, I like our chances at 18-7. I would like to see that quick first out. It's always, I think, just a harbinger for good things when you can get that first out and feel comfortable of not having a big inning.
Yeah, get settled down. And Foster has pitched both games, hadn't taken a break, been crushing the ball, home runs. She's been an outstanding player today. There's a lot of these young ladies have played great ball today.
Well, we've seen a great deal of impact really across the board in these players. I mean, Carly Forbes has made great plays in the outfield. We've seen good infield play. Daughtry's made a couple of really nice plays. Patterson at third base made good plays. Shortstop's made good plays. Second baseman, it's just around the infield and the outfield. And at bat, we have just seen everybody contribute. It's just been a great day for the Lady Rebels softball team. We have 3 more outs to get, and it'll be an even better day.
There'll be a heater soon in my future.
Yeah, I may have to turn the heater on the car on the way home.
Turn the heated seats on, maybe.
I did not bring, I can't believe it's this cold and it's only 58 degrees. That just seems unreasonable.
Sitting back in this hole back here near this
But
this
correct me if I'm
pond.
wrong. We're nearing the end of April.
Yes, but
And I think the low tonight is supposed to be 42.
it's cold, man. So that soil temperature is not getting warm like it should for your garden.
Yeah, my corn is really not going to do well. I just hope it doesn't drop over dead.
Well, the Lady Rebels are now 3 outs away from advancing down to Montgomery on Thursday.
Well, we're getting ready to start the bottom of the 7th here.
And Perry is up for the Lady Generals here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Good athlete here with a really quick bat.
Pop
Pop
up,
it straight
and
back.
McKenzie's hustling it. Oh,
Just
huge hustle by Mackenzie Gillen over there. Just came up a half a step short. She dug that hip into the dirt pretty hard, but
made a great effort at the ball. End of a double play, end of a double header, and she's taking a header here on the pop foul. It's just great effort.
these Lady Rebels want this victory bad.
Oh, I thought that was a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Everybody just calm down. Everybody just settle down. Work through these last 3 outs and head to Montgomery.
Perry's got a 2-1 count. Rips it over to Alford.
good play.
Great hands. And good hands, even better hands by Daughtry at first. That was a bang, bang play by Alford to Daughtry.
Alford did a really nice job. Got to that ball, made a good throw. Daughtry played great here. Just reached out, throws just a touch wide, made a good play.
And that's our 8th grader, Alford over there at short.
Playing well.
Rebels are now 2 outs away from taking this one.
18-7, bottom of the 7th inning. All right, it's on overthrow. She's throwing a little bit. Trying to really get 2 outs with 1 here, I think. And that's what you see in really high-end athletes. They come out and they want to win this game right now. Much better pitch.
Nice.
2 balls, 1 strike. Wow.
Nice.
Came right back with another fastball right down the heart. Punch this batter out right now, and we're in a really good position.
Seaman took that one low.
2 balls, 2 strikes. You just got to settle down, make a good pitch. I think we've seen that she can certainly trust her defense.
Yeah, they have played solid this afternoon.
Got her.
And that's
Got
the
her.
second
1
out
away.
here in the bottom of the 7th.
1 out away from round 2.
Now we have number 24. This is Harley Grantham. Last chance for the Lady Generals to dig into this.
Scoreboard is flashing. I'm not sure what that means, but
Probably the batteries ran out of the.
I know somebody else's batteries are about to run out. Yeah, that looks like a battery issue. even at 1-1, I believe. Is that right?
I think so.
I do know there's 2 outs.
That's what we need to worry about right now, is getting this final out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ball high.
Good eye there by Grantham.
I see Coach Jackson rushing over to the
Breaker box.
breaker box, resetting the scoreboard.
That's what kind of threw me for a loop earlier. This iPad wasn't charging. I thought, what's going on? The breaker got tripped or wasn't turned on. And that's going to go to Alford, and this should be it. And that is the 3rd out here, and the Lady Rebels sweep the 3-game series here, the 2 games here, excuse me, in Lafayette. And they are going to advance down to Montgomery on Thursday to play the Hooper Colts, correct?
That is correct, and congratulations to the Lady Rebels.
Yes, great
Really
job by
nice
both
job.
teams.
Both teams played well. Lady Rebels just prevailed here. Just dominant offense and great aggressive play everywhere.
Yep, so congratulations to the ladies, Lady Rebels, and the coaches and the staff for them as well. And I wish we could make the trip down to Montgomery, but I have a business obligation Thursday. And we want to wish the boys best of luck as they head over to Patrician on Thursday as well for a big matchup over there. So best of luck to both squads as they head later this week to try to advance further in the playoffs.
Well, I've enjoyed this, Chester. I hope we get a couple more games for sure, but we certainly had a big one today, and doubleheader sweep by the varsity boys, doubleheader sweep here by the girls to advance in the playoff. Just outstanding play here by the Chambers Academy sports teams, and thank you very much again. I enjoyed tonight.
Oh, great time. So for myself and Sid, you guys have a great week, and good luck to the Rebels this week.